It is now my pleasure to welcome Mr. Vedmani Tiwari. He is the CEO of National Skills Development Corporation of India. Traveled all the way from India just to be with us. Please come, sir, on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please give him a round of applause. Mr. Vedmani Tiwari.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mateen. First of all, I would like to thank organizers for giving me the opportunity to be here. Many of you would wonder what National Skill Development Corporation is all about. And I just want to go back to the morning session where we talked about 3Gs, gratitude, growth, and giving back. And I want to express my gratitude to the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, who immediately after taking over as Prime Minister of India, formed Ministry for Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. And how visionary he was at that point of time, that today until now the skills were largely considered as an employability and livelihood missions. He thought that we have to build India what it deserves to be, it has to be built on foundations of entrepreneurship. And that is why Ministry of Skill and Entrepreneurship works with almost all sections of society. So National Skill Development Corporation is a public-private partnership. Just to give you a perspective that everybody talks about, that India has the demographic advantage. And why do we talk about that? Because every fourth person who will be joining workforce in next 25 years anywhere in the world would be an Indian. And that means that every fourth dollar created anywhere in the world will have an Indian hand or brain working behind it. What does it mean? Today, we have 45 million students in higher education system. We have about 260 million students in our school education systems who will be joining the workforce. And there are 560 million people who are already in the workforce. We all have been hearing just now before I got the opportunity to speak that everywhere there's a talk that AI is going to cut jobs. And if that is the situation, then what do we do with the demographic advantage that we have? My belief is that technology has always created more wealth in the society and has only changed the way tasks are performed. And that is where I take this opportunity to request the entrepreneurs, the budding entrepreneurs who think that AI could be the way for them starting their new businesses. NSDC and India is the opportunity for you. We believe that AI can be a great leveler technology. Until now, technologies have created haves and have-nots. First time we have a technology where incremental gain made by somebody who does not have access to the best of the technology until now is far more when it comes to somebody who does not have access to that technology. The millions and millions of Indian youth can be trained to the world's workforce using AI in the fastest possible way. NSDC is working on that perspective, that how AI can be used to customize and contextualize learning for anybody who joins the workforce. We all know that the workplaces of tomorrow are going to change dramatically. They will keep on changing, and the time has gone where you can learn something and you can stay with it forever. So with NSDC, we can give you an opportunity to connect with vast sections of Indian entrepreneurship ecosystem. Just for your information, India is a close to $5 trillion economy. 2/3 of that $5 trillion economy comes from MSMEs. We have 65 million MSMEs in India. All these MSMEs can greatly benefit by AI, because today what India has demonstrated that we have adopted digital big time. Even a fruit vendor anywhere on the street in the tier 2 city has a QR code on their vend, which they use for digital payments. Now, if we can just tell them that use digital for not only for accepting payment, but use digital also for making any payment that you make. And you put up AI behind that. Through a generative AI, you can create financial statements for these small businesses. Nobody ever thought that these small businesses can ever have access to an ERP-like system. Imagine that you can build something like this. And in India, everybody today talks about the consumer-facing applications. Nobody is talking about how do you build the applications which can benefit these MSMEs. And if the $3 trillion economy flows through these MSMEs books, that's the opportunity that waits for you. So that's one, that you can work with NSDC to build new business models which are based on AI for a very large ecosystem of MSMEs. The second thing is that just now we were hearing that nobody will make money through LLMs, but money will be made through the business model, the applications that are relevant for making money. And they will come from primarily having access to data which can actually feed to AI. NSDC has access to a large base of students in Indian universities and colleges. These students can actually provide a next DeepSeek moment that probably the data feeding that can be done, a data warehouse that can be created in India is a tremendous opportunity. Many of you can look at India, a vast base of the students. We pass out 1.5 million engineers every year. There are 45 million students studying in higher education. That's an opportunity for all of you to use this brain to create data warehouses for you. You can use them for training your models and things like that. And the other opportunity is that whatever you do, ultimately you will need skilled workforce. Sitting in Silicon Valley, you will not be able to create businesses which can disrupt the way India is thriving. Today, India's per capita income is about $2,300. If we do just simple math that if India grows at 6.5% real for next 25 years, we will be a $35 trillion economy, close to 25,000 per capita GDP. A $2,300 per capita GDP transforming into a $20,000 per capita GDP. What a big consumption story waiting for India. And that would mean that many consumer-facing startups that you see today, they are just a drop in the ocean. There's a huge opportunity lying before you, and that will come from a skilled workforce. NSDC can work with you to create that skilled workforce in India. And this is what we are here for. We have brought a set of entrepreneurs to Silicon Valley today. They are being trained into a newer ways of doing businesses. There is an initiative that India is leading, which our Prime Minister keeps talking all about, that it's no more about women development, it's also about women-led development. India has got today, in our higher education system, there are more girls than the boys in the higher education system, which is a big transformative story for India. We have the largest women working in STEM anywhere in the world in the Indian education system. This is the story. And I always talk of hope. India is all about hope. And AI-verse that we are talking about here, and entrepreneurship, there's a 65 million registered MSMEs waiting for AI to transform their businesses. Just for your information, for these 65 million, I can tell you there are at least two times the number who are not registered. So there are at least 130 million another startups waiting for you. And this is where we can all come together, and AI is going to be the story which will change this thing. It's an opportunity for all of us to give back to whatever we have learned in our lives. And I would not like to take much time of all of you, because you are all waiting to listen to the Honorable Skill Minister, Shri Jain Chaudhary ji. He is very passionate about India being a country of entrepreneurs. Before Mr. Macaulay, India was a country of entrepreneurship. Mr. Macaulay brought the bureaucracy to India. I believe that here is an opportunity. Let's listen to Mr. Jayant Chaudhary and his message and how we can work together for this. Thank you so much.
Jayant Chaudhary serves as the Union Minister of State, Independent Charge for Skill Development and Entrepreneurship and Minister of State for Education. Born in Dallas, Texas, he is the grandson of former Indian Prime Minister Chaudhary Charan Singh and the son of veteran leader Chaudhary Ajit Singh. He completed his master's degree from the London School of Economics. Jayant Chaudhary has been active in politics since 2002, and during his first parliamentary term in Lok Sabha, from 2009 to 2014, he focused on farmers' rights, rural development, and youth empowerment. In 2024, he took charge as a union minister, leading initiatives in skill development and education, key drivers of India's growth. With a strong commitment to sustainable development and youth empowerment, Minister Jayant Chaudhary is working to build a better future for India.
Good morning, Namaskar. It is a distinct honor to address you today at TiEcon 2025, the world's largest celebration of entrepreneurial spirit, innovation, and global collaboration. I regret not being there in person, but I'm proud to witness this moment where bold ideas and global ambition converge. India today stands at a powerful inflection point where innovation, enterprise, and skills are converging to shape a new global narrative. Across every corner of our nation, entrepreneurs are solving real problems, building sustainable ventures, and creating scalable impact. This spirit is vividly reflected in our exceptional Team India delegation, representing pioneers in deep tech, climate innovation, AI, healthcare, and digital transformation. You're not just representing India, you're advancing a cultural mindset rooted in resilience, inclusivity, and purpose. At Startup Mahakumbh 2025, I've shared a sentiment that captures this spirit. India's young entrepreneurs aren't chasing success for the sake of it, they're solving real problems rooted in their communities. This ethos of problem solving, not just scaling, lies at the very heart of the new India we are building together. I take pride in the partnerships that power this delegation. Foundation for Innovation and Technology Transfer, IIT Delhi, a beacon of India's deep tech excellence and tech transfer leadership. NSDC, the National Skill Development Corporation, the principal architect of India's dynamic skill ecosystem. Women Entrepreneurship Platform, dynamic platform of NITI Aayog, nurturing inclusive innovation and empowering women entrepreneurs across sectors. Together they drive India's innovation renaissance. Friends, we've reimagined skilling. It's not just a training, but a launchpad for innovation and entrepreneurship. Skill India Digital today reaches over 50 million learners with personalized real-time learning pathways. Skill hubs and entrepreneurship development cells are being woven into our educational fabric to foster entrepreneurial thinking and mindsets early on. Programs like Startup India, Skill India, and Atal Innovation Mission are nurturing over 1 million new entrepreneurs, many of whom are leading the charge in emerging sectors such as green tech, AI, and sustainable industries. We're not just preparing a workforce, it's about building job creators, innovators, and global leaders. As we engage globally at TiEcon, Indian entrepreneurs embody a bold, future-focused mindset. The simple belief that technology must democratize access, from atmospheric water generation to AI-driven healthcare and formalizing the informal economy. It's a commitment that sustainability is no longer a choice. It's an imperative and a responsibility. A conviction that impact must be scaled thoughtfully from the grassroots to the global stages. At the Skill Ministry, we are committed to enabling this journey. through global mobility pathways, flexible pathways, access to finance and mentorship, and stronger international collaboration. I believe TiEcon isn't just an event. It's also a bridge to a shared, prosperous future. To every entrepreneur here, I say, dream big, innovate with heart, and scale with purpose. India 2047 will definitely be shaped by the seeds that we plant today. Thank you to TiEcon, all our partners, and everyone working towards contributing for a better tomorrow. Thank you.